what I was saying was how I approach my process or my practice is very much about listening. So I listen to my relationship to the earth, and I feel that gravity, and then from there I just let my system kind of start informing me about how it wants to explore movement. So I wanted to drop this position into the field. And what you'll notice is that my toes are curled backwards. This is a position that we don't have in our culture. So, if I was, again, using the McDonald's metaphor, they wouldn't serve me if I was sitting at their table, or I guess on their table, maybe. So, see this moving backwards? It's happening through the spine, the tail is reaching back. Mm-hmm. What happens from there is a kind of elongation through the neck. And the palms of the feet being open like this, when I work with people that are bedridden, that have lost their core, this is the one position they can't get in. And as soon as I help them find this back, anyone who's lost their core, they find their core again. Can you see why? Watch the feedback that I start getting through my core.
Are you saying that relates to how the feet are?
Yes, I can feed through the earth with my feet, which then is what feeds my sacrum, which allows me to come into my core. See how the neck is freed up this way? Mm-hmm. So that back movement, that's an inhale. That falling back, there's an inhale that's happening from my tail all the way up my spine, all the way through my occiput. You see then, there's the thrusting, that gentle feed that I get from my knees and from my heels, that then just feeds through my spine. And each time it happens, each layer is different, each opening is different. Right now my arm's just totally grounded into the earth and spiraled. Can you see that? And that's totally informing my sacrum.
In some traditions they would be considered locked, and some people would say that's not good for your body. I wonder what you have to say about that.
Oh, pleasure's the guide. Locked would be if I stayed there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So now my feet just got active from the grounding through my hands. So see how the sacrum's spreading? The core is spreading? So this gives me a lot I can work with. And use different angles. See how I'm in the ground right now? My system's feeding from the ground. That toe just grounded so I can get a little bit of yum through my neck. So if you were feeling my system right now, you'd feel a lot of heat, the grounding and the slower movement. That's called a surge. That was a small surge that I just got. You see how I'm being shaped? There's these moments of beautiful artistry where the flow creates these sculptural shapes. You see them? Mm-hmm. And they open your system in such beautiful ways. These are surges.
feel the element of fire come in? Yeah. So I'm going to slow that down right here and kind of soften so that you guys can have a chance to play with that. So one of the things that you can do is just give yourself full permission. Like you may find that your leg will want to come up. I'm just marking this and all in through here, and you'll find it through the spreading of the toes, and you'll find it effortlessly. So it's really just kind of giving yourself permission to have that. You may find that your hands, you know, you can find yourself in any direction. You may find yourself coming up. You may find yourself standing. All of that. So I'm just dropping that into the field so that it's there for you. So you can feel the heat coming off my system. Anyone?
I feel it in my head.
Through here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's because so it's down. Yeah. Yeah, those waves, the circulation that they create, those surges, yeah, they really activate your brain. Does this resonate? Do we have any questions? Okay.
Would you have a stronger experience if you did that on the earth itself as opposed to on a rubber mat on a synthetic floor? 5 feet above the ground?
I mean, it depends, because once you really tap in, you can tap in anywhere. And you're tapping into the preform, in a sense, but it's the grounding. I get the clearest feed, obviously, from the earth. I mean, for me, that's where I get my clearest feed, but sometimes I need to be indoors to actually slow myself down and feel the connection. Yeah. Yeah, so we can play with all of it.
What's the preform?
The source. Yeah. So, did you recognize those surges coming through my system? Yeah, that's the more that you continue to create those spiraled movements and open up your system, the more that you just get these yums coming through. So I'm gonna go have a cigarette. A little private moment. I'm just kidding. So, shall we play with this? Yeah.